I'm gonna go ahead and apologize now that I look like this in all of these videos, but my kids are all asleep and my husband's out of town, and so I have a lot of time. So I figure if I can get a lot of these recorded and then I can start posting them and you guys can start seeing the answers and whatnot rather than all hundreds of them just sitting in a bag while I'm waiting for the perfect time. So this first question is, what is acceptance? Part of my presentation, I talk about acceptance and being able to accept who you are, being able to accept the things that you can and can't change, being able to accept situations that you're put in, um, whether those are situations of abuse or um, just tragedies, like tragic things in general that we experience that may not be due to our own doing. Like sometimes things happen to us, like we might be in a car crash because somebody was drunk driving. That's something that we have no control over, but now is part of our life, of something that we have to go through with in life. And so acceptance in general is just being able to, I feel like in life we just have two options. We can either take what life gives us and we can be sad and angry and hopeless and for the rest of our life just have that negative feeling of just why am I here, these hard things are happening to me and like how is this helping me, or we can turn around and use it as a learning tool and say what can I learn from this. um, so it can be acceptance in anything, acceptance in the way that you look, knowing that we all are built different, we all have our own unique traits, and that we will never fall under the perfect category because one, none of us are perfect, and two, the world's definition of like perfection changes so much that there's no way for any person to ever meet those criteria because they're just constantly changing and evolving. Um, so that's what I would call as acceptance. Next question is, how do you know if someone truly cares about you? Um, I feel like you know if someone cares for you if they're asking kind of uncomfortable questions. Like, not uncomfortable that are like awkward, that are like, oh my gosh, you should not have asked that, but questions that only close people would ask. Like, if somebody knows that maybe you're struggling with depression and they ask, how's your depression going? Like, how are you feeling? How are things going? Like, that's kind of a touchy subject, but it's something that they know is important to you and to them because you guys are such close friends. Um, People who are truly your friend bring you up. They talk positively to you, they support you, they are honest with you. And I think one of the biggest things that we look past in a relationship is being able to take, what's that word? I always say it wrong. Not like positive criticism, but I can't think of what the word is. Um, but if we're doing something wrong and somebody tells us, like you said this or you did this and it made me feel this way, instead of us turning around and making it about them and how they're horrible or whatever, we need to be able to look at it and say, you're right, I did say this or I didn't handle this correctly. So being constructive, that's the word. Being able to oh my gosh, being able to take constructive criticism and help it and let it make us a better person in that relationship even. I felt like when I was younger, it was if something like that happened, I would just like stop talking to that person because I felt like they were being mean to me. And now as I've gotten older and I've had more friendships and more relationships, I've figured out, like the meaningful relationships are the ones that you can tell each other, this is what you're doing wrong. Like, I feel this way. So that's what I would say for that one. Knowing people truly care about you when they want you to be your best. They want you to become who you're meant to be. And they're not holding you back. They're not making you do things that you don't want to do. Like, they don't want you to be a follower. They want you to go out and do what's right for you.